let's not let's not act like, you know, there hasn't been a calculated push by many people in the industry to end my career in the last year and a half. They've done so much, and every time when they see this little, when they see this little thing here, back up and kicking, they be like, yo, what the fuck is it gonna take to get rid of this bitch? You can't get rid of me, bitch. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going no fucking where.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of From Rap Politics. It is Tuesday, August 27th. I appreciate everybody for clicking on this video in advance. Of course, as always, we have so much to get into. So if you are here right now in the chat with me, please drop a 1 in there so I know that you can hear me well, okay? But yeah, so where shall we start? We are on the From Rap Politics playlist today, and yes, as I said, we have a lot to talk about. But child, and I have a list, child. As always, I have a list, but I ain't put no links in here, so we gonna be scouring the internet together, okay? So I want to talk about Nicki, what's been going on with her label, Ice JT. I want to talk about one of Nicki's like ex-artists now, London Hill. Two people are announcing music, and so I want to talk about that. I want to talk a little bit about Glorilla and what she been doing over there. And Latto, we cannot forget about Latto and her sales, okay? Hey, Ibiomi. Hey, Capricorn, so good to see you. Hey, Playing Black Girl, I really appreciate you coming through. So, as always, where shall we start? Okay, so actually, I'm dang. Okay, you know what? How long have we been here already? Okay, so not come through Oprah. Listen, I'm about to be out the loop because somebody else said that somewhere, and I think that like that's a you know, what's it called? Like it's just something I don't know. Like I don't know what that means, you know? So you know, y'all know I'm always out the loop or whatever. It's crazy how, don't you guys ever notice that the people who like do the most talking in terms of like on the internet and do commentary, like they be the most ones that be out the loop, because they just be like, hey, here, you know, when I need to say something, okay, I want to talk about that, I want to talk about that, but other than that, like, child, I don't know what be going on the internet, you know? NT ways. So how shall I start? So I want to talk about let's see if I can find it on Twitter. Glorilla, Spotify. Okay, so Spotify, right? Spotify has named Glorilla their come up artist for August. So I didn't know that Spotify be doing things like this or whatever. So it seemed like they be, you know, putting respect on artists, you know, for like, I guess, increasing in streams and stuff like that. So you guys know Glorilla has been on fire on 2024. So I saw this come across my desk. So it says, let's see, on the bottom, it starts in May 2022. Or sorry, yeah, well, May 2022, yeah, May 20th and May 3rd. Okay, so May 3rd, FNF was added to pressure. So that was around the time Glorilla went viral with FNF. Then it has June 22nd. September 22nd, that was her breakout year. She released Tomorrow too with Cardi, right? And then her monthly listeners went up to 3.8 or 3.5 million. I don't know what that number is. And then in June, she went to the Rap Caviar playlist. So basically, this is just showing you like a map of like the different playlists Spotify has added Glorilla's music to, and how she's grown on the platform. So I wanted to mention this because, you know, as always, she's been doing well, and Glorilla is actually previewing new music. So let's see if we could find that. But congratulations to her. Let's zoom out, okay. Let's see. Okay, here it is. So honestly, I don't really think I'm gonna like this, to be honest with you. Let's see another. Oh, you must not know what you just thought. Me and my bitch.
Give a fuck about this party. We gon' step on shit regardless.
I mean, I guess, and so it seemed like she used the R word, that rhymes with pretarded, and that's not a good thing to use with people with different abilities and stuff like that. And so basically, they're highlighting her here for changing the R word in the song, and after like receiving backlash for having it there, and people were praising her for that because unlike a lot of people, um they'll they'll like say a bad word or a not so good word and then they'll like complain about it or whatever. So it's like, hey, do you think that hip hop has gotten too sensitive and we need to evolve with the times and the language? Or, like, is it just a good thing for artists to steer clear of that? And I actually really want to hear people's opinions because we're going to talk about Nicki later and a little bit of her music wise. But like Nicki has been talking about like not doing Roman or not wanting to put out a Roman song because she feels like the culture is also too sensitive to handle that. So y'all let me know how y'all feel. But here is a longer snippet that came from Glorilla's page. Let's see what it's giving.
Oh, you must not know what you just thought. Fuck me and my bitch go.
The beat slap.
Oh no, give a fuck.
Or bounce. Bounce is a better word.
Fuck about this party. We gon' step on shit regardless. Get my coin and swipe that bitch and now the spiritual charge. Okay. Making music, being on bitches.
Music.
I be really much. I got hands for a hoe. I get bands for a show. He want chance after chance after chance, nigga. No, I keep saying free little folk.
All right. I mean, it's fine. It's not better than like TGIF or like Yeah Glow to me, but like it's good. I'm definitely not gonna hit on it. So it's like that's cool. Are y'all listening to Glorilla? Are you guys streaming Glorilla? Let me know. Are you excited about this song? Here's something I was thinking about. Hey, Vintage. Too sensitive. Okay. So this what I was thinking about, y'all. When I was looking, so these snippets have been going viral for the past couple days, right? And so at first I'm like, oh, okay, Glorilla new music, keep scrolling, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. But then yesterday, when it was going around where she had changed the R word, I started looking at this. Look at the snippet, y'all. Look at where is she at in this snippet. This looks like a grocery store. Because I'm from New York City, I immediately in my head, I'm like, oh, this is a bodega, a corner store, And so as I keep looking at this yesterday, I'm like, but and it's no shade, but I'm like, why is Glorilla in the corner store, And so I think that Glorilla is making like a lot of good decisions, a lot of right decisions. And so because what she's doing is she's keeping her hood image and her hood aesthetic, right? In the grocery store, right? This is something that you saw Sexyy Red doing. One of the songs that Sexyy Red collaborated with Summer Walker right before she blew up, that there was a scene where they were also in a grocery store. I'm not necessarily saying that she's copying off of Sexyy Red, but I do find it interesting because I don't think I've ever seen Glorilla in a grocery store before previewing music or in a music video. And so I think that Glorilla's team is really taking note and especially to Sexyy Red and how much as much money Sexyy Red got these days, that girl still looked like she lived in the hood today. Okay, that girl really don't care, So it's just like I think that like you see Glow, right? Like she has her signature look now. She's always wearing like a crop top and like has her midsection out, and then she still got her long ass wig. You'll see Sexyy Red come out with pigtails, bitch. So it's like she got her stack of money right there. So it's like they're really like, okay, you have to take notes from Sexyy Red because you can see that Sexyy Red is like, she's from the hood and obviously she wants to elevate in life, but she wants to keep that essence of her there. And honestly, like, it's not even about wanting to, like, that Sexyy Red is just ghetto at heart and that will never change. But for Glorilla, she also looks like, like, she doesn't really want to change, but like Glorilla likes having money. Glorilla likes being famous. Glorilla has upgraded her look. Also, Sexyy Red has they both went under the knife, right? But I just feel like it's actually more of an effort for Glorilla to make remind us that she is from the hood than it is for Sexyy. It's more natural to Sexyy. With Glorilla, I believe that this is staged right here. Both of it will be staged. But what I'm talking about for Glorilla specifically is that it is more a concerted effort from Glorilla and her team to let us know that, oh, look at Glorilla. She got her 2 friends around her. Oh, okay, they look like they from the hood, like they just acting crazy, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to point that out because like I said, you know, Glorilla, like she was making some not good decisions with her aesthetic and with the where she was going, right? Because she wanted to get bigger, and this year she did better, right? She's leaning into her own sound and being more authentic, and this is a step in the right direction when it comes to authenticity, but it is more of a marketing effort than it is authentic, and that's what I want to get off in this point. Okay, so let me know how you guys feel about that. They both have the same audience, but it's easier for Glorilla to lose the audience because she almost did, right? But Sexyy Red ain't lost it yet. Hey, Mally. Yes, I agree. Capricorn says the ratchetness comes naturally from Sexy. Facts. So yeah, but you know, just wanted to, you know, whatever. All right, so let's see. So we talked about Glorilla Spotify. We talked about her new snippets. Actually, since we're on this, let's go over to Sexyy Red's Twitter. Let's see what she's doing over there. Y'all know, I think her tour started here. I'm not sure. Yes, the tour started, I believe, where 8/22. Oh, that was last Thursday. Okay, cool. So yeah, so Sexyy Red is currently on tour. I don't know like how it's doing in terms of ticket sales and stuff like that. Not Glorilla. Sexyy is also previewing new music, and I'm a little bit surprised because we have been talking about the music that Sexyy has been previewing over the past couple of weeks. We've been looking at snippets, and I think it was 2 snippets thus far that we've looked at. I liked at least one of them, but now she has another one, and so I'm a little bit confused because why is Sexyy continuously previewing music, but she's not really dropping anything right now? So, you know, like, so she's been previewing songs over the past 2 months or so, but she hasn't dropped, and she's now previewing a new song. Let's listen to it. So this beat is a little slower. It's not really catching my attention for real. I turn these niggas out. They let me trap out they house. I got some hoes from the 6 and whatever they say they bout. Fine ass bitch from St. Louis to buy some candy. Oh my God. Dogging niggas out, I know I get that from my daddy. He think that we in love, cause I let him in my thing. I've had enough. You can tell this girl just be in the studio saying whatever for real, and that's good for her, you know, like, oh my God, we don't want, no, please go in the shower, you know, like, like who wants to look at that, you know, like, so what does a girl in pink have something white on her crotch? I'm dead. She probably doing another EP. Probably, yeah, probably, you know, like how Nicki in preview mode right now for the what's it called, the Reloaded Deluxe and stuff like that. So it could be that. I'm just saying, like, this girl, you know, I'm not really, come on girl, move. I'm not feeling this snippet, but you know, good luck to her. Let's see. Wait, is this so this is the Gucci original version? I know she not no cool. She said she from the loop. She flexed on me with bands, but look, I get money too. I've had enough. So rate this on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being trash, 5 being the best. Is this like which snippets of her do you like better? Let's see what we see. I'm trying to see if I could find like some of the other snippets that we was listening to. Here, this one. This is my favorite one. I want her to release this. Looking ghetto as hell. This girl is just, oh my God. But I don't blame her because I would love to be able to walk out the house like that, just comfort. Like, I'm somebody, when I dress for comfort. Don't really give a fuck about fashion, okay? So I'm with you, Sexy. Like, come on. But you just look dirty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Me and him can't wait till nigga crack me out my shoes. Damn, it's after dog, wanna go for round 2.
When we switch on her, daddy still between my legs. Smoking on the gun, riding city, give me head.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is my favorite one. I'm gonna definitely be listening to this. So yeah, what else is going on with her? She be going back and forth with Chief Keef and whoever, and I don't really care to talk about that because that's thought behavior. So we can move on. Let's see. Let's get into real quick, and then we'll like go into talking about like what's it called? Like let's actually talk about like Karisha and Akademiks. I don't really know, like I'm not even gonna go through like their whole back and forth because like I don't really care. I don't know. But like why was they having back and forth again? I really don't know. Why was they having back and forth again, y'all? Crystal said, I like the song too. Yeah, why is she taking so long to release? And hey, Latrice, thank you for coming. And y'all was saying the snippet is -1 and it's 0. But yeah, so I forgot why they was going back and forth. You know, I think it was Akademiks had commented on Karisha. No, Akademiks was commenting on Carisha's back and forth with Joe Budden. Okay, we didn't even talk about that. All right. And so it says Akademiks and Young Miami will either be burying the hatchet or taking their beef to another level soon as the controversial personality agreed to join her on another episode of Karisha Please. Do y'all really think that this is going to happen? Miami requested his appearance on X, formerly Twitter, by saying, let's do Karisha Please Season 2 at Akademiks. She wrote, I would love to sit down from my POV. Everyone's POV is important. And it's really like, you know, the back and forth between them doesn't really matter anymore. But like, what would this accomplish? Number one, this would number one get ratings for, you know, Karisha and stuff like that, get her views and stuff like that up for Karisha Please. And honestly, I don't know what it's going to solve. Actually, being that like the stuff with Diddy, the reason why they really don't get along for real these days is because of his comments about Karisha and Diddy and stuff like that. And so like back when Karisha and Diddy were together, like Diddy would speak up on her behalf or try to defend her. You know, Diddy has tried to diffuse the situation between Akademiks and Karisha, as he should, you know, if you were the man in the relationship and stuff like that. However, obviously they're not together anymore. And Saucy Santana ain't even step in when during her back and forth. I think this time with Ak or Joe Budden. Not quite sure. Sorry, don't pay attention to these people that closely. And so but my thing is like I don't know. I don't even know if I would be here for it, but it's like, this is the thing. They could sit down and squash their beef and stuff like that. Akademiks squashed his beef with Meek Mill back in the day in like 2020, and where they at now? At odds again. And so it's like, because the stuff really didn't even kick off yet with Diddy, Akademiks is gonna get on your nerve. If he's getting on your nerve already, watch when that evidence drop. He's going to get on your nerves 10 times more. So I don't know if y'all should sit down before Diddy, you know, gets busy in court for real. You know, basically saying her music was trash. Puff, JT, and Joe. Got you. They're setting Ak up to F up his career. So, listen, I feel like everybody be saying the same thing about everybody. Everybody be saying the same thing about Cardi. Everybody's be saying the same thing about Karisha. So it's like, why do y'all be mad for real? And I don't even know. Let's do another Google search and see like what happened actually between Karisha and Joe Budden. Child, I probably got it bookmarked somewhere on Twitter, but Joe Budden slams Young Miami for laughing over the Pump It Up plaque. Oh, right. I'm so sorry, y'all. So Joe Budden finally addressed Young Miami for laughing at him for receiving a plaque for Pump It Up going platinum in 2024. And so he addressed the City Girls rapper who posted laughing emojis in her repost of the podcaster's video of him receiving a plaque for Pump It Up. At the two 2-minute 45-second mark in the video below, Joe had some choice words for Miami. I want to be clear. I like Young Miami. I do. I want to be honest here, Joe said. And I think she's a pretty good content creator. The thing about the laughter, I think she will soon realize is also a luxury, he continued. I say all the time, laughter is good for the soul / the flip side of that, laughter is also a privilege. So while I'm happy that Karisha is able to laugh because she's had a stressful year, I'm a little surprised that she has found enough time to laugh at anything. Child, I don't even want to read all of this. Let me see if I have like let's search up Twitter and see if we could find a clip, because now I heard that he ate her up, so now I actually want to hear what he had to say. Here it is. Okay, let's get it.
If Complex were to do a list of where all the female rappers rate Karisha, you would be last on the list. You would be drop dead last on that list.
I'm sorry. He said you would be drop dead last. I'm dead.
Every female.
Oh, by the way, thank you guys so much for pulling up tonight. Please make sure that you like the video while you're here, and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel as well.
Out there is wiping you down right now. And to the people that are lost, I'm saying this because Karisha put the laughing emojis over LL handing me my Pump It Up gold platinum. Do I believe Pump It Up to be a gold record? No. And do I believe that everybody?
Oh, dang, it wasn't even platinum. It was gold? Sheesh. You know Joe Budden was really in the effed up contract. Those of you who know Web and Nitty, like, you know how on Rake It Up, Nicki says, Web and Nitty, anything nigga run me my dog, right? Joe was signed to Web and Nitty. Web and Nitty is from Queens, and like, you know, Joe has never. He has kind of spoke on his contract. He doesn't make it the most dramatic thing, but it was not a good contract, and obviously it really wasn't a good contract. If his hit song from whoever knows how long that was released ago is now going gold, if that is Joe's biggest song of his career, isn't that crazy? Sheesh, how much money? Like Joe Budden also said a couple of months ago that he really did not make a lot of money when his shit went when his shit was viral back in the day or whatever. But let's keep going, child. That's not even the point. Well, it is a little bit.
Body in the lunchroom can laugh at something that may be funny? No. No. Most of the lunchroom could get a good chuckle. But Karisha was the very last person I expected to do this. Karisha, not only may you be dropped from your label right now.
I seen that somewhere. We talked about that. We talked about QC not believing in Karisha and stuff like that. Do we feel like Karisha is actually dropped? I cannot wait for Karisha to release music again. Hasn't she been previewing? Because I can't wait to pull up her Spotify and see if she is actually indeed dropped or if she's, releasing independently. Can't wait.
But you are not allowed to put music out.
Oh, sorry.
There's nothing happening. I want to remind you that today I hear Pump It Up more than I hear you. So while you go on these social media rants and say that you were 9 years old with Pump It Up drop and now you're 30, you should be cautious of that because your record label today is saying to you that they're not seeing any growth. Self-admittedly, the only talent that you have possessed in recent years is providing emotion, yet you're at a standstill. I'm not talking city girls. I'm talking you. And that's my problem when it comes to current modern acts and the caricatures that you be. Like, I view you as a science project. And I'm not talking city girls because I'm a fan of city girls. And I'm on JT's side in the breakup. But I love City Girls, and City Girls has accomplished a few. No, for real, JT came up here, hair flowing.
It's amazing.
She's like, stop for a minute. I ain't stupid.
I mean, at least Joe was on the right side of history saying he on JT's side in the breakup.
I gotta try to read between some of the social media shit. JT came up here, skin glowing, hair glowing, knee-high boots with a staff that didn't look cheap. She came up here talking that talk. She came up here with music circulating, and everybody up here absolutely loved her.
Yes.
Here's the kicker. JT also has a nigga with all the money in the world.
Right.
JT is with somebody. I fuck with JT. Throw the phone to that bitch at the award show, nigga. Yeah, nigga, I'm repping for mine. JT got a nigga that got all the money in the world. And still, when the odds were against her, she got to it.
For sure.
She got to work. Niggas laughed. Oh, you doing a small venue? Oh, you black. Oh, yeah. She came up here and got real. Yo, our last project, it wasn't the greatest. And I had to go back to the drawing board and really find myself. I don't think Karisha has the time. I don't think she has the time to laugh when it appears that she is going through an identity crisis. And that right there be my problem with y'all. I've seen y'all. I am very familiar with this type. I'm familiar with the type that think they became the dick that they helped cane.
Damn.
I'm very familiar with the bitches that think they have bloomed into who they consume.
Oh, wow.
You was running around here and you gave JT your ass to kiss. You sat there with Saucy Santana, who even raps better than your ass. and gave JT your ass to kiss. You said, I'm dating a billionaire now. Fuck that city girl shit. I'm off of it. We not making no money. I'm donezo here. You told Shorty you told Homeboy's ex that if you felt like it, you could get Homeboy to get her on all fours and start sucking some dick or barking like a dog or some shit. You also told Homegirl that because her carpet was fucked up, she was broken. Now when you start with me, you want to say protect black women. I don't want to hear none of that shit. You are the worst female rapper out there currently.
This is the funny shit. This is funny right here. When Joe said you are the worst female rapper. How would you feel if Joe Budden said that to you? Like, how would you feel? Like, bitch? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Currently, and you don't write your own shit. These are science projects put together by people and companies with the best of the best surrounding them for them to get further. But as a standalone, nothing's ever happened. When JT went to jail, you kicked that shit. Yo, I gotta wait for it. The wait for it looks different now. Nothing was popping. You were on arguably one of the greatest fucking labels to ever exist. Next to who I would say is the second best group to ever come out of Atlanta. Yet you still find yourself in this
Miami, technically, but
position. You was running around talking big shit. And I'm not mad. What I'm mad at is that you talked whatever you was mad at.
First of all, why is Joe wearing sunglasses inside?
Like whatever I said that drove you that drove you the wrong way or hurt your feelings, you tucked it until you saw like an opportune time. And somehow me getting a plaque is the opportune time to get your shit off. I don't really understand it, but I also don't think that you are the lawnmower with a steering wheel.
Ooh.
I don't think that you are the fucking, I don't want to say sharpest knife in the drawer. I just don't. How you view things is a little different from reality. You shouldn't have time to do a thing. You should have time to do absolutely nothing but look around and see that all the people that was pumping money into me have stopped. I might be in the red. I don't have no motion out here, and everybody else is up kicking ass. Where the fuck do you get time to tweet emojis, girl? Girl.
Yikes.
No.
Let's get it
No,
done.
she should stop.
No.
I'm going to stop too now.
Yes, you should stop.
I would like to keep going.
But you should.
Yeah.
You did great, but it was good.
In the great words of my London nigga, you taking a piss.
Okay.
You taking a piss. You joking.
That's a dumb one. That was real good. You might be able to still rap. That was good. Stop.
I'm not trying to rap. I want to help her because I like her. But y'all people out there that don't have a motor, y'all people out there that aren't very passionate, I don't need to speak to you to know about your passion for hip hop. I'm looking at your cadence.
Ooh.
It's cold as hell out there, and your hit show you can't put out but once every fucking 3 or 4 months.
Oh, and he ended on that note. Oh, snap. I mean, he didn't end, but ended. Okay. Well,
If Complex were to do
no shade, Joe Budden did eat him up, but I also did see Joe facing a lot of backlash because he ate Karisha up, but he cowered when Cardi was going back and forth with him a couple of weeks ago. And honestly, I would have to agree with the backlash because it's like, dang, like you could have had another epic rant and ate Cardi up bad because number one, she deserved it. Once again, as I said, when it comes to both women, Karisha and Cardi, the similarities that they have in whatever is happening with them right now is that everybody's saying the same thing. And honestly, probably with public figures, we all be saying the same thing about everybody for real. So it's just like, yeah, Joe, you definitely should have went at her, but probably maybe he chose to like take it light on her because of like, I don't know, her pregnancy or whatever. I don't know. But what do you guys think? That's why Karisha wants Akademiks on her show. No one else will do the show. Ooh, Joe was getting paid to speak highly on Cardi. I don't know if he's getting paid to speak highly on Cardi. He may be getting paid to speak on Cardi though, But yeah, I'm sure that there's something going on there. She mentioned Brim. He got scared. I'm dead. Okay, so I brought that up because Karisha versus Ak, right? So let's see if that happens. But even if they do sit down, I don't see their feud ending anytime soon, for real, because like both of them are just people who just don't care, right? Like they're just gonna say their opinion. They're just always gonna say what they're thinking. And once again, we didn't even get anywhere yet with this whole Diddy situation. So if you can't take Akademiks commentary on it now because you are involved, then child, you might not be able to. Y'all should just stop talking to each other for real. If I was Karisha, I would really stop responding to Akademiks because it's just like his job is to talk. Even if regardless of what you feel about Akademiks, his job is to talk about you, okay? And he's a media personality. Technically, Karisha is also a media personality. So It is what it is, but it's his
Bro,
job to talk. You can't, as an artist, you can't be getting mad. As a public figure, you can't be getting mad for real. Because if you get mad, this is the thing with Akademiks, which I don't even know why people be starting with him. Say whatever you want about Akademiks, but my thing is, it's like, there's people that's unhinged, like Akademiks and Tasha K. If you don't want somebody on your ass every day for the next 5 months, Akademiks has no problem dragging you every day for the next 5 months. And he's going to make more money than you are going to make. And especially Santana and Karisha, since y'all music is not making money. Y'all see what Act did to SZA. You see what he does to Nicki. You see what he did to Little Baby. And now Karisha. Don't start with Akademiks. Don't gas him up if you really can't take the heat. He is just somebody that you just gotta leave them alone. It is his job to have his opinion. Like just whatever. You cannot constantly get mad at that for real, unless you're gonna do something about it. So let us we can sort of maybe like get into Nicki now. So man, I don't really know what to say for real. Actually, before we get into it, let's just go to I don't know if I said this on YouTube, in the past couple of days, Nicki has announced that the Gag City tour is restarting next week, September 4th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So if you guys have not gotten your tickets yet to leg 2, I was about to say leg 4, please go cop your tickets ASAP. Y'all know Nicki shows is going to sell out. So I hope that you guys get to experience leg 2. Of course, as it starts and as it goes on, we will talk about it just like we did during leg 1. And if you want anything, congratulations to you. And so in the past couple of days, Nicki has announced the Gag City Deluxe, right, or a new deluxe, right? Let's just go to Instagram. I think that's where the announcement is. And so Gag City Reloaded. Well, actually, why am I coming on here looking for a cover? There's no cover, honestly. So there's no cover yet. So we're still waiting on that. Do you guys think that there's going to be a cover? So on September 13th, which is about 2 weeks from now, she will release the Gag City Reloaded, which is going to be a deluxe album of Pink Friday 2. Okay, so are you guys excited about it? We've been talking a little bit about the snippets as they've been coming out. At least last week we did. I'm not really feeling them too much. I also don't do a lot of listening to snippets, honestly, before the song comes out for real. So the last time I played it for y'all was the last time I listened to it, child. So I don't know, but I wasn't really feeling it, but we gonna just wait and see, child, until the thing come out, and then we gonna make our, final judgments, okay? Got my ticket, can't wait. Dope. And so, yeah, what else I wanted to say? All right, so let's go back here and like do a Google search, because once again, I don't have these things, I don't have these things like sort of like pulled up. Okay, so hip hop DX. Last week, Nicki unfollowed several people, Ice Spice and JT being 2 of them, the most popular probably of them. She also unfollowed one of her previous artists on Heavy on It, London Hill, and she also ended up unfollowing one of her stylists, DeAndre Tristan. She unfollowed him on Friday, I believe, and this is all on Instagram. And with big celebrities, including Nicki Minaj, if you get followed, if she unfollows you, whether she follows or unfollows you, that is a headline, especially in the Barb community. So that's what it was. It became headlines within the community, and it also became headlines everywhere else, as we just looked at right on Hip Hop DX. And so how do you guys feel about Nicki doing her unfollowing, especially JT and Ice? Ice, we saw that coming, right? We definitely saw that coming, okay? And JT, we saw that coming too, right? Like that wasn't a super surprise, but it is unfortunate, right? Because I still have maintained a sort of like neutral stance for JT because, you know, I don't necessarily dislike her, but I don't, what's it called? Have a reason to dislike her. I don't really have a reason to dislike her unless I find out something that I don't want to find out. But we gonna keep you know, we gonna keep our eyes on her and stuff like that. Okay, we gonna keep our eyes on her. So what do you guys think? I don't like the slip of anxiety at all. I'm mad at Made the Cut. I'm dead. Are you going to get into Ari and Tucson? No, I don't really talk about them. Although you know, like I watched their show Impact ATL. So it's like, I talk about them, but like not as a hard topic, honestly. But yeah, hold on one second. Okay, dope. Last show in Queens. Dope. All right. So, dang. Anyway, let's just go back over here. So yeah, we talked about it. So Nicki unfollowed ISJT, London Hill, stylist Tristan. I don't really remember who else she unfollowed, but these mainly are, you know, here it is. You know what people are talking about because once Nicki was known to have relationships with both of them, including London Hill. Oh, and Nana Fofie Nicki probably unfollowed Nana Fofie, which was one of her heavy on it artists as well. So I think that when I saw like on Friday or Thursday, I don't remember which one it was, but like when Nicki unfollowed, this is Nana Fofie, one of Nicki's former artists and stuff like that. So when it happened, especially when she unfollowed Tristan or DeAndre, sorry, her stylist, I was like, you know what? Maybe Nicki is just cleaning house. You know, Nicki's stylist is controversial. A lot of people don't like how he dresses her and stuff like that. And so, and what Nicki will like, here he is. Nicki will like, what's it called? She'll just rotate stylists, right? She'll work with Maher and other people that she's worked with in the past. So it's like, it may not be, oh my God, we're never going to work together again. It may be like, we're just not working together right now. And even with one of Maher, right, who is one of Nicki's other stylists, they're known to have like a on and off again relationship. She's always following him, then unfollowing him and blocking him and stuff like that. So it is what it is. But these days I take following to mean like, you know, I mean, especially for the stylist, like, are we working together right now? So we don't know, right? We're just speculating because anybody that Nicki was breaking off relationships with in terms of the unfollowing, she was not associating or affiliating herself with them in public. Okay. So that probably means to me like an end or a break in the relationship. You guys let me know how you feel about that. Now, yeah. Nana was never signed. Yeah. That's how I feel. I like JT until I find she moving funny. Facts. JT gets more scrutiny than ICE. I've had literal text leaks saying she was going to beef with Nicki and gets less heat still. You think so? Who do you think goes harder? Like, I don't know. Especially in the fan base, if you be on Twitter and stuff like that. So I'm going to go over now to London Hill because I was just on Nana Fofie. So London Hill is the female rapper that Nicki was, you know, in talks to sign with as well. Unfortunately, you know, it did not work out. And so I wanted to come over to London Hill real quick because regardless of her being signed to Nicki or whatever, once again, I'm going to treat her like JT, right? I don't have a reason to dislike her. I knew about London Hill before Nicki knew about London Hill, way back in 2019. So, you know, I'll continue to look out for her music and stuff like that and support if I like it, and we'll continue to talk about it. I wish London Hill the best of luck because she is talented and she does have a very visual and creative mind and aesthetic and stuff like that. So she's definitely like the closest to me to Nicki, you know, so it's unfortunate that their business didn't work out. But once again, she has finally you know, released a date for her upcoming single. Because the thing about these artists, like, they are just always previewing music, but they seldom actually drop. So London Hill is always known to be previewing. This was the song she previewed. Look, it says 27 weeks ago. I don't know. Oh, this is the song High Demand. So this is the song that she is going to be releasing later this week, August 30th. Let's hear a snippet.
They feel like, yo, I'm a hot demand bitch and my work yo chapo.
What do y'all think about the beat? It's given a little old school, definitely very New York, very hood, very exactly how she look.
To this shit, tell them get off my crotch.
Tim's.
Kill a body, but the stick ain't a prop show. Keeps it real ill like a kid with a snot nose. I'm a hot demand bitch and my work yo chapo.
It's giving very Foxy. Is this a sample, guys?
To this shit, tell them get off my crotch hole. Kill a body, but the stick ain't a prop show. Keeps it real ill like a kid with a snot nose. Yo, I'm back by popular demand.
So I think that was the hook we listened to, and honestly, like, I'm really not feeling it, you know. But that's a given, you know. I'm really not feeling it because it feels like a, you know, like a hardcore rap song, which is good because London Hill is in a stage where she needs to show her rapping ability and it needs to be consistent so that people like us can take her very seriously. So that's great. So as long as you're demonstrating that you can rap, that's great. The thing about London Hill is that she's also going to need to demonstrate that she can also make a great song. And so, and that's different, right, than being able to rap. Once again, you have great rappers like Remy Ma who can't make a hit song to save her life. And so London Hill's last song that she released last year, London Drill, I absolutely love that song. I think it's an amazing song. It's a great, it's perfect. It's literally perfect. It's a perfect rap song that demonstrates rapping ability, but also demonstrates you know how to make a great song and you know how to make a great chorus.
Take him out to London, never fall.
This is the chorus of that song, the London Drill.
They know my Bridget 10. London so ill when she do drill, it sound like British men. London so New York, Yankee fitted on with Timberland. On Project Princess Draw, bitches dying, Queen Elizabeth. Bringing the heat like a...
Yeah, this was a great song. It was a great
like, yeah, can't run in my golf. Everything get show, I'm a sing for the dog.
I think this is the second verse.
Gun them pull up and I care like country that I reach it back. My girl I get stuck like come with it because I mean them I follow. Down to my ear, I must tell them I take him out to London never.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna say this is a great song. Great song. Great music video. Great aesthetic.
Can't run in my golf.
You can see she has an eye for fashion and creativity and stuff like that. And she just needs some direction and a motherfucking budget. And that's why it's so sad that her deal with Nicki didn't work out, because you can tell that London Hill is talented and she has a creative eye. She just needs direction and budgets. And I think this is one of the reasons that artists like her, they don't really release a lot, because you see how much work this takes. This is, here is her previewing, or she posted this yesterday. So this was the first post in the actual rollout that's about to drop on Friday.
Hold on. Bitches thought this was running. Oh, hot to meet on the motherfucking ways. Y'all ready or not? Let's get it.
So somebody was telling me that this looked a little tacky. And you know, the thing about London is that she has, once again, a great sense of fashion and a creative eye. But as you can see, it can feel and look like a lot, because she's trying to do a lot and she's really trying to show her visual creativity, which is great, but it can feel like a lot. And sometimes less is more, you know, but that's why I said, like, all she really needs is just some creative direction. She has a creative director, actually, but, you know, more like official creative direction and a budget, right? Anyway, so like she's got all these clothes. You know, London Hill started off scamming and stuff like that. I don't know if she still be doing that, because it's like, once again, it's like she dropped one song a year. So it's like, girl, what you been doing since you dropped London Drill? Because like I said, the snippet that I first showed you guys, that came out 27 weeks ago. Okay, 27 weeks ago. That was probably last year or the beginning part of this year. And you now dropping, okay? So I'm glad that you're dropping, though. You know, I'm glad that you're dropping. So make sure y'all go pre-save for London and stuff like that. And support independent artists and stuff like that, especially female rappers who are talented, and make your own opinion about their artistry. That's what we're going to be doing over here. So if you guys join me on Station Head on Friday, we'll probably listen to it and actually give her some streams, because she deserves, right? She deserves. Hey, Shay. London Drill is my stuff. Yup, same. I'm enjoying JT's come up in this new era. I will continue to support her in London Hill. Dope. She should still push that song. They just drop and give up the song without pushing it, for real. Yeah. It's unfortunate, and the visuals for London Drill is so dope. So that would have been like it was the perfect like debut release for actually being on a label. It was just perfect. It's unfortunate, but hopefully no bad blood. Facts. I agree, Capricorn. Yeah, I wish it worked out for her and Nicki because she's like the closest. Hey Jamilo, thanks so much for coming through. Yep, the look is a bit much, yeah. But nonetheless, good luck to her. And we'll just continue to talk about her rollout and stuff like that. So do you guys have any more comments, questions, concerns regarding like, Nicki and what's going on with the label? Honestly, guys, I tend to not talk about it a lot on YouTube because sometimes I'll just be having unpopular opinions, child. Plus, I don't really like to talk about too much drama, especially when it's like within the fan base and stuff like that. Yeah, but we had to do that because we've been, keeping up with just the downfall of the relationship between Nicki and Ice, and unfortunately Nicki and JT. Actually, okay, remind me, JT, Meg have to talk about that immediately next. Okay, put that in the chat for me, please. So we're gonna read an article real quick about Nana Fofie, who is an Afrofusion artist. I showed you guys her earlier. She was also to be signed to Heavy on It, Nicki's label, but unfortunately she announced her departure from the label just a couple days ago. And so I don't know if it's still on Twitter, but we're just going to see what we can find here. So Nana is a Dutch Ghanaian artist. So she is has roots in Ghana, but she is from the Netherlands in Europe. Okay. So she announced on X that she's parted ways with Nicki Minaj's record label, as stated in a post on August 23rd. So that was about 4 days ago. While Nana did not elaborate on the reasons behind her departure, she expressed that the initial enthusiasm she felt upon joining the label did not meet her expectations. She conveyed her deep gratitude for the opportunity, but ultimately concluded that it wasn't the right fit for her. 1 second. Okay. Here is the tweet that she wrote. Unfortunately, the label situation that I was very excited about fell flat. I wonder what that means. Okay, fell flat. Okay. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunity I was given, but in the end, it wasn't the right situation for me. I'm also not throwing shade. I was replying to the vile things some people be saying on this app. It's only love from my end, and I'll continue to drop music independently for now. And so a lot of people a lot of barbs, of course, were, sort of outraged about this statement because, like Nana said, she was responding to the vile things that people were saying about her. Me personally, I wasn't really seeing it for real. And some people feel like the account that she responded to, it only had about 2 followers and it was made in August 2024. They kind of feel like this was a setup or some sort of sabotage, or I don't know. They feel like Nana probably made that account herself in order to just address it. Me personally, I truly don't care, because you know why? A lot of times in these situations, as we've been talking about with all of these artists, Nicki will say some stuff on Station Head and we'll have to decipher what she's talking about and who she's talking about, right? And so back early around March, when we first learned about artists not being officially signed, Nicki has said like, oh, if you're not on Pink Friday 2, if you're not credited on Pink Friday 2, then you are not signed. The only 2 artists that are credited on Pink Friday 2 that were in talks to be signed to Nicki is Tate Cobain and Lourdes. Okay, those are actually her signed artists, allegedly, according to Nicki's words. Nana Fofie is on the background vocals to Needle featuring Drake, but background vocals is usually not enough to even get feature credit. So probably even if she did sign to Nicki, she probably still wouldn't get feature credit on that song, which is totally fine because there's a lot of background singers that you don't know who's singing on the song, right? Anyways, so me personally, I don't really care if the account was fake, because as I say, when Nicki tells us about these situations, we only really hear from her perspective. So you're only hearing one side of the story, and when it comes to any situation in general, there's three sides to every story: your side, my side, and the truth. And so we really only get Nicki's side. Nobody really ever comes out to address what happens between them and Nicki. And I feel like this statement was very direct. And once again, as she said, it was no shade. And she said what she had to say, but she confirmed that she was no longer with the label. And Nana Fofie is currently teasing music. She's somebody who is very, very hardworking, very, very consistent. And you know that when Nana Fofie starts teasing, that she is actually going to drop. So we just looked at what London Hill is teasing. She is dropping soon. And here is Nana Fofie.
I'm waiting on the options. You twisted, turn your back on me. Wanna return now, you give me for mercy, but you already.
So that is the chorus to her song. And she's releasing like a new EP as well. She's pretty consistent and has been consistently releasing music independently. She has a catalog and has been developing herself in her catalog before she even got signed to Nicki, or before Nicki introduced her to us. So I wish her the best of luck. Her music is not always for me because, as you just heard in the snippet, it's a little bit slower, R&B-ish and stuff like that. She has a couple songs that I like, but I'm probably not her super target audience, you know? So yeah, like, I really got no problems with these girls, for real. And, you know, who knows if we'll ever get their side of the story and stuff like that. Child, I'm a nosy ass bitch, bitch. So I want all the tea. I don't really care, child, you know. But I fuck with it, especially, you know, if you're respectful, you know. So yeah, Divinity School says Nicki is very unprofessional. If we're being honest, I would never want to sign to her. It's unfortunate. For real. I could not agree with you more. You know, this is something that I've been talking about for real, especially when it comes to the JT situation and Ice Spice situation, because especially specifically for the JT situation, Nicki, you know, she asked the Barbs like on Station Head, like, oh, like, you know, should I sign JT, or do you guys think she reached her full potential? And it's just like, Nicki, like, obviously any situation that Nicki brings to the public, whether she's just talking to her fans, once again, anytime she's talking to her fans, she's talking to the public. So you can't really gatekeep information when all you have to do is make a free account on something and pop up, right? And so like, what did I want to say? So yeah, with that situation, it's like, yo, Nicki, like, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, I really don't know. Like, you telling us about what's it called, you and JT, like, you thought that she was gonna do what? Like, you thought she was gonna what? Like, I don't know. Like, y'all obviously had that conversation several times behind the scenes, because they worked on No Bars together on the remix and the original version, and you know, it did not come out, which means that, like, there was some sort of business arrangement and it wasn't met, that therefore it didn't come out. So it's like that it wasn't a new conversation, right? Like, Nicki told us, like, oh, it wasn't really working out like around March or something like that, March, April. But No Bars came out all the way back in 2023. So they've been in talks for months regarding doing business together. And so my thing is with Nicki, by the time you come and tell us publicly, like, about a relationship, you have to be done with them. You cannot tell us about something and then think that it's going to work out, because you're coercing them, right? Like, you're coercing them into working with you, because it's like, of course the Barbs are going to say yes, but then if it doesn't work out, then you have situations where you have fans stalking and harassing artists, and it's just like, that's not a good way to do business. That's intimidation, right? Because if you're not doing business with Nicki, or if you fall out with Nicki, you are subject to be dragged by the Barbs, whether she sent them or not, right? And so you have to truly be careful about that. And I hope that Nicki has kind of learned her lesson with that, for real. Even though I know she be wanting to give us the tea behind the scenes, and I'm grateful for the behind the scenes tea, but it is, you know, unprofessional. And if I'm an artist coming up in the industry right now, and I'm like, oh my God, it would be dope to work with Nicki Minaj. It would be dope to sign with Nicki Minaj. But, you know, if it doesn't work out, X, Y, and Z is going to happen. Everyone's going to know your business, and then it's just going to be what it is. And that's not a situation that I would ever want to be in. And so, yeah. And so we can talk about even like Nicki Minaj and Tate Cobain, right? Tate Cobain is, another one of her artists and producers, and he's also a writer and an artist in his own right. He is definitely signed to the label, and he's the only artist that has really been releasing music on the label. we can actually talk about Nicki's other artist, Lourdes, because she's teasing music right now as well. Tate has probably dropped about 3 songs at this point on Heavy on It. And so you already know that Tate worked on a lot of songs with Nicki, like Fractions, what's it called, Pink Friday 2, what's it called, like R&B, right? Red Ruby, right? And so here's what he's been releasing. So here are some songs, and it says Heavy on It, right? Look, Heavy on It. This is like, and this was released in June, right? So this is the only artist that's releasing on the label officially. So this is the only artist that we officially know that is signed to Nicki Minaj. As of July 12th, his last release says Heavy on It as well. Now, okay, I brought him up, right? Because I want to explain to you that even if Tate, we've never heard nothing bad about Tate. So clearly they have an amazing relationship, a musical relationship and stuff like that. Tate helps Nicki with her personal music, and he also develops his own music and stuff like that. But let's say Nicki is that type of person where it's like, once again, everything between Tate and Nicki is perfect. We've never heard anything bad about their relationship. But let's say we do have a minor disagreement in the studio about a song or something like that, whether it's about your song or my song. Are you going to go and tell the Barbs about it? Like what is off limits, and what is a disagreement without being disloyal, right? And Tate is probably one who can attest to that, because everything is not always peaches and cream every day, especially when you're working on music and doing business together. And so maybe they've had some disagreements already, but he's still loyal to Nicki, and she still appreciates that they heavy really appreciate each other and show each other a lot of support, which I love. But at the end of the day, the artists need to be protected for real, especially from a fan base like the Barbs. And that's absolutely no shade to the fans, but like it's not a safe space for real. And so you have to create that safe space for your artist for real in order, because it's a work environment at the end of the day. Like, this is professional. This is a work environment. When you have a disagreement with your boss, do they go in front of the whole company and say, this is what Crystal did? No. So Nicki, please, call me. Let's talk. I'm outside right now, actually. So yeah, call me. Moving on. Let's go to Twitter and let's pull up Lourdes. This is another one of Nicki's artists, who is also teasing music right now. You can hear her on Cowgirl, on the chorus to Cowgirl off of Nicki's Pink Friday 2 album. Lourdes is a songwriter in the industry who has worked for people such as Doja Cat, Sweetie, and way more people that I can't even list right now. And so she's also trying to be her own artist. So Nicki has signed her to Heavy on It. She's also been previewing a song. This would be her first song on the label. You can pre-save it right now. However, there is no date. Lourdes has now been previewing this song for feels like 2 months at this point, and no release date yet. So here is a video of her and Nicki getting on a jet and previewing the song. You think that you're so fucking cute. Rated on a scale 1 to 5. 1 trash, 5 good. Your friends ain't telling you the truth. I'm telling you that I would rather fuck any boy. I mean, it's cute, like for me, no. Like, am I about to sit up listening to that? No. It feels like elementary school, like, oh my God, I like him. Girl, what do I look like? This girl look weird too. It's absolutely no shade, child. And I hope ain't nobody mad in the comments, child, because like, like, girl, I know artists be like, be what's it called? Like, individualistic or whatever. They got their own looks and stuff. They be crazy or whatever. But it's like, girl, you think that you're so fucking cute. Girl, it's not cute. But that's just me, my personal perspective. I'm just giving y'all my personal opinion right now. It really don't matter. But I cannot stand her fucking hairstyle, bitch. And this girl have the nerve to upload a goddamn video of the people shaving her head. Oh, I heard she have a condition. So if that is true, that I am not trying to make fun of her whatsoever. Please, Lord, forgive me. Okay. But yeah, I'm just saying. Anyway, let's move on, because I don't, we don't got to talk about people's appearances. I'm just saying that, like, child, I don't want to look at you. Like, I'm just saying, because it's like any artist that I like looking at them. I don't like looking at you. looking at you makes me have bad dreams at night. I'm sorry, but good luck, on your career in music and stuff. We'll support and listen and stuff. I'm just saying I can't be looking at you every day, child. That's why I can't follow you, because but you do look good though with makeup. I mean, let me just shut up and move on. Please go pre-save this girl's song. Stop, Destiny. Oh my God. All right, let me read y'all comments, child. Okay, we scrolling back up. Okay. Okay. Whew. Not a good fit. Maybe it's just a bad deal when it comes to heavy on it. Possibly Nicki should focus on her current artist for now. I agree. How is that she's giving these girls looks, teaching them about the business and fans? I don't think these girls realize how much these girls are getting out of Nicki. Yeah, that's a good point as well. And I heard I heard someone say they truly do believe that Nicki is looking to crown the next girl to be like the princess of rap or whatever with the label, but it's like it just got to be right. And it's like, on one hand, I don't blame her, because it's like to fill in her shoes, and nobody would ever be able to do the things that Nicki has accomplished. And so I also, I do feel like, you should have some sort of loyalty. But as Nicki told us, ain't no friends in the game. You ain't learned that yet. All these bridges you came over, don't burn that yet. So it's just like, at the end of the day, ain't no friends in the game, for real. And everybody got to remember that when we come to this table to talk about business, at the end of the day, we can all agree that we have a couple things in common. We want to make money and we want to be successful. And at some point, I got to put my business thinking cap on. I don't have time for all of this other drama, for real, because we wasting time. Anyway, Shay says, I think once she retires, she can do the development. Yeah. Sanya, I agree. The fans always blaming Nicki from women that don't handle this side of business and lie and sneak around and backstabbers is crazy. Y'all don't see nothing wrong. She letting y'all see how fake JT is. We'll see. And let's get to that. Okay, we're going to get to that. We must be honest, y'all. We love Nicki, but her artists aren't flourishing, just like Chloe and Halle flops under Beyonce. That's a fact, because last week when this was the topic of conversation, I saw people saying like, oh, like, why don't people critique Beyonce for Chloe? Like, Chloe just released the album and it didn't even chart. And I didn't even talk about it because, bitch, I almost forgot because it didn't chart. And like, I gotta literally get into that, but we're not doing that tonight. And also, but I want to say though, that that's not a fair argument, because you can't say that people don't critique Beyonce, because they do. Every time Beyonce's artists do something, Beyonce gets dragged for not promoting them, and rightfully so. So people do critique Beyonce based on her artist performance. Nicki is not the only one. Seemed like Nicki tried to pressure JT in front of her fans. Business should not be done that way. Couldn't agree more. Yeah. So Shay says she liked Lorda's song. Tate B and Latto's likes and comments. What? I'm tired of him is perfect everything. I don't even know how that song go. I'm not saying nothing to nobody, y'all that care about users, backstabbers, and snakes. I'm just listening. Thank you. He's a man, that's why. Oh, stop clocking her. I wish Nicki would lay off of Station Head. I couldn't agree more. I agree with her making the statement wasn't good, but as far as JT, Nicki was the one who brought life in the JT situation. Yeah, she doesn't want support by us. Probably. Do you see how Lil Wayne acting when Drake slept with his girl? He was in jail. He kept pushing and still pushed Drake. Facts. That's how you got to move in business. Business versus personal. That's a fucking fact. Because at the end of the day, if Wayne really took Drake personally, he wouldn't have been getting as much money as he get. Wayne can live off of, Drake for the rest of his life, for real. Yeah. 2 months, Shay. Keith says, oh, y'all just talking to each other. Okay, Jamila said 3.5. Shay says 3. Vintage says 5 so far. It's catchy. Yes, Billy. It definitely is. Why support somebody that don't like y'all? Child, it doesn't matter to me. 2.7. Like it, you never heard of her? Is she getting the hair transplant? I'm dead. That's not funny. I'm sorry. Oh, she needs to stop shaving her head. I agree. I like her voice, but I DK about the song. I gotta hear the whole thing. Yeah. The verse is gonna have to carry, honestly, they're gonna have to carry. I don't like that girl voice at all, not even on Pink Friday too. You know what? I don't like Cowgirl. And even like the tour, it didn't even really make Cowgirl grow on me, for real. I just feel like the chorus is just so basic, and it's too it's too short to be so basic. Cowgirl, girl, girl, cowgirl, cowgirl. Get the out my face, all right? Get that shit off my, no. So that's why I said she got to come correct on this song and the verses and shit, because girl, I def drag Beyonce up and down when it comes to her artists. That's a fact. Nicki artists haven't dropped an album yet, so it's a wait and see. That's a fact. And I take that approach, right? When Nicki announced her artist back in 2023, a lot of people wanted to judge right away or too soon. And I'm just like, I don't really judge artists for real, until they put their first project out. That's when you can see what an artist's capability is. What is their marketing? What is their rollout? Are they serious? You know, how many songs? Are they good? Are they versatile? So many questions can be answered with a project, which is why we look forward to albums, right? And so still, you know, anybody who's announced to heavy on it, before I judge them as artists, like I can judge people's work ethic, their music or whatever, but I'm gonna give anybody, right, whether you sign to Nicki Minaj or not, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt by releasing a project. That's why for so long I was like, yo, I'm waiting for Sweetie to drop her album. Sweetie been saying I'm dropping my album for 3 years now, and I done gave up on Sweetie, you know. But it's like, that's really how I make my judgment. So I don't mind being patient for Nicki and to get it together with the label, but we do have to clean some stuff up for real. Yeah, we do got to be honest, because we want Nicki to have a good legacy, especially in music, especially starting this new business venture, because this is a way to like literally increase her legacy by putting other artists on and being the, you know, like businesswoman that she is, you know. Lord, this sound is dated, and I don't think she's meant to be a star or in the limelight. I'm not going to disagree with that. I can't disagree with that. Tate Cobain to me has the most potential. You think so? Okay. So we saw some things going around, y'all. Let's go back to Twitter, because some information is floating around about JT, and honestly, I really don't believe it for real. But hey, I'm going to be fair and oh, sorry. Let me shut up. I'm gonna be fair and you know, like, even though I think this is conspiracy, I'm gonna be fair and like just, you know, like play devil's advocate. People are saying that Megan and JT is working behind the scenes. People have alleged that JT is working with Roc Nation in a deal with Roc Nation. Me personally, I don't believe that. Why don't I believe that? Because we know JT to already be signed to Quality Control, right? For label. Quality Control also has a management arm, and we all know that they used to manage Cardi B, and I would not be surprised if they're also managing JT. It is a little bit of a conflict of interest to be managed by the same people who run your label, because you're giving them your manager gets a percentage, your label gets a percentage, right? So you paying these people a lot for real. Anyway, I don't know that to be true. I don't know who JT manager is, so I cannot say if that's true or false. But with how QC did business, they also managed a lot of the artists that they have signed to them. So I'm pretty sure that they still have that structure in place for JT. So do I believe that she's working with Roc Nation? No, I don't believe that. The other connection, y'all know Uzi, JT's boyfriend, he is managed by Roc Nation and has been being managed by Roc Nation. However, it is also hard to believe because, you know, Nicki has had her long-standing relationship with Uzi. They've collaborated throughout the years on both of their albums, and JT's, sorry, and Uzi has been managed by Roc Nation all this time. So, you know, why would I believe that like Uzi being signed to Roc Nation has never been a like barrier for Nicki to not work with him. Do you guys get that? You guys get what I'm saying? It's never been an issue that we know of, you know. So Nicki still, and not only is what's it called? Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm trying to find this video on TikTok that like is going around. This person is saying that JT and Megan are working together. Let's see. JT, Megan Thee Stallion. When is this? 4 hours ago. 2 years ago, 4 months ago. Sorry. I wonder if I can. I need to find this video. No, that's not it. Hold on. Bear with me, please. Fuck. Sorry. But yeah, I want to show you guys something. Okay, I can't find it. Not y'all was looking at my screen the whole time. That August with the shade shared it. Dude, he got like what? Like, let me see. Let's see. I don't. Okay, this was. Oh no, this is it. No, that's F my life. F my life. I don't see the video. I mean, obviously, like they talked about it, but it's like they don't have the video. I mean, I don't see the video that's going around. But yeah, they say that JT and Megan is working together. Me personally, I don't really believe that.
That nigga say I'm crazy.
I don't believe that at all. But you know, I will give. Like, we'll just have to see, right? Like, we'll just have to wait on see. I'm always going to wait for proof, and I haven't seen any proof yet. So if JT and Megan announce something, then cool. If they don't, then cool. You know, like, I don't know. JT and Megan, they don't even get along for real. So, you know, what Megan asked JT to be on Megan's last album, Traumazine, JT didn't end up on the album. Is that public information? Dang, I can't find that video. I don't care who she signed with. I knew she meant Nicki no good. She didn't like her in the beginning. I beg to differ. Who started this rumor? Some random ass person on TikTok, child. I don't be on TikTok, so I don't know. Like, thoughts on Nicki doing giveaways again, and do you think she'll put her pride aside and cancel some dates? I don't know. Which dates do you think she should cancel? Which dates are the lowest selling? I haven't seen any data recently. She still has Sarah. Also, Sarah, you asked me last week to talk about something. What was it again? I remembered and then I forgot again. I'm sorry. She still has 2 weeks, and this is the second leg. If there wasn't a demand, then why would they book her? I mean, like Sexyy Red, she booked arenas and she had to cancel a couple dates. We should have talked about that. JT refused. Yeah, exactly. JT refused to get on Megan's album. That's why they're not cool anymore. So why would I believe that they're working together now? It doesn't make sense, you know? It doesn't make sense unless JT, like, she really a backstabber. But I don't really feel like she is. Like, she just feel, she feel genuine. But, you know, you can't put nothing past people. So I'm going to just leave it there. We'll see. And if it happens, we'll talk about it. And we'll move accordingly. But right now, that's a conspiracy theory, and I don't care. Even though the person in the video said, like, oh, whoever he got that from is a good source, and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I don't know why JT would sign up for more hate, because the Barbs would literally drag her, like, so bad. So bad. Megan literally took out Free JT when she was performing on tour. Facts! Megan doesn't even say her name when she performs on tour. That's a motherfucking fact. Sarah, be paying attention. Hoping on somebody downfall. I don't know who doing that, but not me. Anyway, so we talked about label, we talked about different artists and stuff like that. A lot of people dropping, a lot of people previewing music. So just be on the lookout. What else do we need to talk about real quick? Let's look at our thing. We talked about label issues, not a Fofie's tweet, Karisha Akademiks, Gag City Reloaded. We did not talk about Latto sales. I don't even feel like it for real. Okay. We talked about Glorilla, Sexyy Red tour. All right. Fuck. Damn, I still have topics I want to get into, but I've been on here too long. All right. Sexyy Red tour. We talked about her snippets. Let's talk about her tour since we talked about snippets. Maybe I'm gonna leave Latto for like tomorrow, and then I want to talk about something else. So, Red tour. Okay, so here is JT. Not JT. Sexyy Red. Sexyy Red tour canceled. I don't know why she was trying to make it seem like her shit was selling when it really wasn't. Like, it's no shade, sis. Like, so it's like, y'all know we started talking about it because it was being reported that it was low selling. And she was like, oh, they trying to sabotage her, but her fans is buying. Yet a week before tour, we talked about this last week, she was only about 46% sold. And so the tour started 5 days ago, August 27th. Sexyy Red has canceled dates on her upcoming tour following reported low ticket sales. In July, the rapper announced that she would be going on her own tour later this year. However, rumors soon emerged claiming that Red's second headlining tour wasn't as quickly selling as planned. According to the Art of Dialogue and touring data, only 37.11% of the 85.2 thousand tickets has been sold. She has to sell 85.2 thousand tickets. Red disputed claims shortly after, quote, tweeting the blog site posting, my fans are buying tickets and we're doing just fine. We're not canceling no tour. This canceling stuff is all crap. Now, though, a handful of shows of the tour have been canceled without explanation. Billboard has reported that the tour's first date in Seattle last night, August 22nd, was called off. I'm sorry. And planned dates in Portland and Oakland have been quietly removed from the itinerary. Red has yet to issue any explanation for the canceled dates, and the tour will now start on Saturday, August 24th at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta. The news follows a growing trend of acts forced to cancel tours this year as a result of low sales. Okay, so 3 shows canceled, but she's already started because she started on Saturday in Atlanta. Seems like that went well. I think I saw some footage from it, but yeah, girl, y'all just be honest if you're not selling, you know, like, and she's moving prematurely, right? Even though she's had viral moments and viral songs this year, I think it was too soon to be booking an arena tour for her, for real. She would have done well teaming up with somebody else. Yo, if Sexyy Red and Glorilla teamed up to do a co-headlining tour, they could probably do some arenas, right? But anyway, that's that on that. I wish her the best of luck. If we see any footage or any news about her tour coming out, we will talk about it. We talked about the snippets. When they drop, we'll listen to it, we'll review it. And yeah, Sexyy Red also had that lip gloss line last week. Absolutely disgusting, not buying it. And yeah, don't promote that to your kids, okay? And that's that on that. All right, I'm gonna read your comments a little bit. Besides Megan, Glow and Bessie's are right now. I don't see JT being added in the mix. Yeah, JT don't like them girls. It's just Stan spreading lies, bro. Oh my God, chances are low, but never zero. Yeah. She just came back from tour. Why would she go back out? Yeah. Sexy sold the same as JT. Sexy sold the same as JT. She should have booked smaller venues too. That's a good point. How's JT's tour? Oh yes, JT did. There's more stuff I wanted to talk about. FUCK. Oh my God. Okay. Let's go to JT's Instagram because I did want to talk about, not me typing in JT tour on Instagram. Here we are. And I wanted to talk about her regardless because yes, she started off her tour last week. It seems like it's been going well, but I also wanted to mention that JT made the cover of Essence magazine. So shout out to her for that. She looks great on her fashion stuff, editorial. And I actually have to make a point about this because this is what you call a post-release rollout. You do your photo shoots and your magazine covers before you roll out the project, so we have visuals, and then after you release the project, you release more visuals, you release more so that you keep your fans engaged. And so it's good to see that she has more content, more interviews, and more spreads coming out, because it just shows that, like, you know, she has a demand in the industry. People want to work with JT. People see her image as valuable. They see her presence as valuable. And it's important to remain active like this as an artist. This is what all of the artists should be doing. So this is great for her. This is at one of JT's shows. Excuse me. I believe this was over the weekend in Rochester, New York. It says right there, Rochester, New York, which is where I went to college. So she was in that city a couple days ago, which is super cool. So yeah, look at the crowd. She got 2 dancers. Dope. See, all levels is packed. They got that packed out. So that's dope, you know. And one thing about JT, very similar to her and Nicki, is them fans know them lyrics, okay? And it ain't just because she be doing her rap camp stuff where she be having the fans come up. That's a great, you know, fan engagement tool, both on and offline. But JT's just, I don't know why. What is it about JT that just makes y'all want to learn the words? Like, that's dope, right? That's dope. That is her magic skill that she had even when she was with the City Girls. So once again, here was her Essence cover. Here are some photos from this spread, and there's probably an article that's attached to this. So if you want to check it out, definitely go Google it, search it up, see what you can find. We love to see Black publications highlighting Black women talent, and the dark skinned girls as well. Once again, she's on tour right now, coming to a city near you. It's currently August 27th. Her next date is tomorrow night in Washington, D.C., and then Philly. She'll be in New York on Friday. So JT is moving, and I hope that she's getting some rest. However, here's my only critique, bro. Yo, what the hell is she wearing, bro? What the hell is she wearing? I want to take a goddamn scissors and slice this shit up for real. What is this goddamn girl wearing? Girl, you look like you going to a goddamn baby shower. What the hell? But whatever, child. Whatever. This one was a little better. But what the hell is this? Like, she looked like a flamingo. It's no shade, JT. You still cool, though. You cool, but I don't know. What y'all think? I'm just saying. She looks great. Not thank you, Nicki. That's fashion, child. It looked like a bag. Bitch, I took out the garbage before I came live. I'm sorry. It's no shade. I'm just talking. Anyway, shout out to everybody in here right now. Please make sure that you guys are liking the video. Let me know how you feel in the comments. Shout out to my replay crew. I appreciate everybody from listening, you know, like from the beginning to the end. Honestly, okay. I'm doing one more topic, then I'm gonna leave because I don't want to talk for too long. So I'm gonna just do a Google search for Latto's first week sales, and I'm squeezing this in because this was really a topic from last week. And so I do actually have some data tweets for Latto bookmark because she did fairly well. You know, she did fairly well for her first week. So let's see what I can find. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do another search. Latto chart data. Let's see what comes up. August 26th. Okay. So let's say August 26th. Oh, here it is. Latto Sugar Honey Iced Tea debuts at number 15 on this week's Billboard 200 chart with 29,000 sold, y'all. Can y'all believe this? 29,000 sold. This is definitely an increase from her previous album, and she sold 1 more thousand than Ice Spice. I never predicted in a million years that Latto will outsell Ice Spice, and I don't even care if it's only by 1,000 sales. I don't care. Latto won this war, okay? What y'all think? Shit, I'm saying that for right now, okay? Latto won the war. She showed that talent persisted. Okay, that talent is what truly matters. I gave Ice her 10 when I thought that she ate Latto up on fart. Okay, because she definitely did. But she won that battle. But Latto won this war. So you got to give it to Latto. Congratulations to Latto. I know that Latto is turning up extra. She's smoking on that motherfucking ice pack. And I would too. It's no shade because people, including me, was, you know, not plotting on Latto's downfall. But I wasn't confident in her. I didn't really have a lot of, confidence in her to outsell Ice. And so, and and the album quality wise, it wasn't bad. So congratulations to Latto. Yeah, y'all, what did y'all think when y'all seen these numbers? Maybe it's just me, but the clothing is not looking young, needed a little shine to it just from a designer standpoint. Gotcha. I seen someone twerking off the balcony in her show. I was catching anxiety. Oh, I did see that too. Yeah, I love her, but that comforter, yeah. You better go live before the week's over. Okay. I would randomly be bending JT over, always being inappropriate. Go and do something with yourself, Irv. Child, I'm playing out of chicken grease. I'm dead. 7K jump is tragic. I'm dead. That's a lot. I don't know. She was always winning the talent war. Ice's album was trash. It definitely was. What was Latto Pure sales? I would love to know. But they report on Pure sales. They usually report when it's like in the top 10. If an album is in the top 10, unfortunately, she didn't make the top 10. And so a lot of people didn't make the top 10. And so therefore they don't give us the pure sales. The only way we could see is if we try to see like what the final prediction was on that Friday when Hits Daily Double. They released the amount sold physically, but I would have to pull that up. I'll try to do that like at another time. Oh, here is Latto reacting to her album sales. So this actually came out yesterday. Sugar Honey Iced Tea debuted at #1 on the top rap albums chart. It marks Latto's first #1 on the chart. Okay, so she says, Alexa, play Shout Out to Me. Congratulations to her on the top rap albums chart. It's her first #1 on that chart. Dope. Now, this also came out yesterday. Female rap stats. Latto joins Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj as the only female rappers to rank at #1 on the top rap albums chart in 2024. The only female rappers to rank at #1 on the top rap albums chart in 2024. Pink Friday 2 released in December 2023, but it was still at #1 on the top rap albums chart when we got into 2024. All right, so that means it stayed there for multiple weeks. Shout out to you hoes. Anybody got anything else to say? Not Drake wrote that album. Hey Mary, thank you so much for coming through. She knew the number to beat. Yeah, if Latto released first, Ice would have beat her numbers. Probably, yeah, 2.3K. 1,000? I think it was 1 to 2K per sales. JT beat everyone but Meg in Pure. Probably, yeah. Not thank you, Drake. So, there was probably another stat that wanted to. Latto is #1 on US Apple Music album chart for the first time in her career. We probably talked about that already. Okay, so yeah, there was probably another tweet that I saw that I wanted to whatever, but I can't find it right now. But when I do find it, we will talk about it. Oh, here it is. We knew this. 1.738 million streams in its first full day. Oh, okay, so we been knew that. All right, well, yeah. I think that's pretty much it that I wanted to talk about. So we talked about Nicki's following spree. We talked about her label woes, things going on between the girls. We talked about JT allegedly betraying Nicki by working with Megan Thee Stallion. We talked about Glorilla's accomplishments. We talked about Sexyy Red and her tour and her new snippets. We talked about a lot of stuff. So I truly hope that everybody enjoyed tonight's conversation. I definitely did. It's Tuesday. I definitely look forward to talking to you again this week. Did you listen to Drake's new releases? Honestly, I did maybe listen to a couple seconds of all of them. Are they out on streaming platforms now? Because I was talking to somebody else about that when it dropped. And because they was talking about, I said, like, do y'all not see Drake pattern? So let's see what if Universal uploaded that 100 gigs. Wait, they didn't upload the shit that he dropped last week? Oh nah, they missing out on money. You see, when he did this, they had that shit up within 24 hours. How did he drop what he dropped yet? What's going on? Something going on between Drake right now and Universal, because how they didn't drop that yet? They missing out on money, and he's missing out on the ability to chart this week. This is so let me go to Instagram real quick. What's the shit called? Plot Twist? Who album was dropped this week? I don't even know what the shit like. What is the new Drake page that every I don't know. It got a lot of T's in it, so I can't find it now. But yeah, yeah. All right. Hold on, let me see this. Latto first week sales in is number 14. I'm trying to see if like any article could give me like a pure sales number for Latto real quick. Initially projected earned 27. Okay. All right. Nope, it's not telling me no pure sales. Man. Well, as always, thank you guys so much for coming through. I really appreciate you guys. Good night, Vintage. Do you think Nicki's in the headspace to create music and run a label / business? Run a label? Not right now. Creating music, it's crunch time because the tour is coming up, and so I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really want to reserve my judgment for when it's actually released, so that even though I'm not really feeling what I'm hearing right now, I don't want to do too much on her until it comes out and I hear every song, and then I'm like, okay, do I really like this? Like, how was the quality of the music? Should Nicki just sit down and retire, or what? Excuse me. One thing about Nicki is that she could potentially come out of nowhere and gag you, and so I'm sorry. I'm just trying to give her the benefit of the doubt with that, okay? But we gonna give unbiased opinions over here when they get released. Yeah, something is up. Act said he might be going through something with his label. Got you. Good night, Irv. He said Drake might be putting out snippets of they don't want him to drop some stuff. Travis' own mixtape and Sabrina. Yeah. I see them racing. The label made him take one of the songs down off of IG, I believe. Interesting. Okay. I need some Drake tea. Let me go watch Akademiks. No shade. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all so much. Please replay Clue. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments about everything we talked about tonight. We shall speak again this week. Make sure that you guys like the video and make sure that you got the notification bell on when you subscribe. I'll try to do some more stuff later. So have a good night, everybody, and stay safe, stay hydrated, and we'll talk soon, okay? Protect y'all peace. When Mary said they don't want everyone to know they approve of Drake's plans to control hip-hop rappers' culture. Ooh. Later, y'all.